everybody. Welcome to the Cozy Hermitage Craft Cottage. My name is John. So how are all you guys? How have you been for the last, 3 weeks? Miss me? Anyway, I hope you've all had a good couple weeks and you're all doing well. Been crafting and sewing and knitting and all that stuff. We've been fairly busy. We went, I don't know, times and dates and everything are a little bit confused to me right now. It's been a pretty busy couple of weeks. But we went to sister-in-law's house in Vancouver 2 Tuesdays ago. I think so, yeah, 2 Tuesdays ago to help her move from Vancouver up to Tumwater. And she rented a big, I don't know, I think it's the biggest U-Haul you can get. And she's a little on the short side, and I don't think she would have been able to see over the steering wheel. And so Kristen, and she didn't want to drive a big truck, so we went over to help her move, and Kristen was going to drive the U-Haul. So we went over there, and we had a couple guys helping us on Wednesday, and I think it was Wednesday. Oh, and we also took my wife sold a Prius, and we had to take that to Spokane, and we had to bring our trailer anyway because Clara had some stuff she didn't want that I wanted, and my daughters, two of my oldest daughters wanted. So anyway, and my daughter-in-law. And so we went and drove to Portland with the car on the trailer and got that dropped off and got that all situated. And then we went over to Clara's house across the river because we had to take it to Portland. So across the river was Vancouver. And we stopped there and we loaded up the stuff that she didn't want that we wanted onto the trailer and strapped it all down and everything. And then we went home that night, or to my cousins have a farm in Toledo, so we went there, and no one lives there. It's just like a vacation home. And so we went there, and we were going to stay there, and they were busy packing and everything. And then we went over on Wednesday and started loading the truck up. And I don't know, it was kind of a long process, but I don't know, it seemed long. But long story short, we got the truck loaded up and went to Tumwater. Well, the 2 guys that were helping us didn't come with us. So I had me, I'm useless, I had me and Clara, Kristen, and I know her name. Why can't I remember her name? Anyway, Clara's daughter. She has another daughter, but she's in a wheelchair. She had a stroke when she was a teenager and kind of messed her up pretty good. She can walk a little bit, but usually she's in a wheelchair and everything, and has a hard time with verbal communication. But anyway, we had to unload a upright freezer and heavy tables and all this stuff, but the women did really great. They'd all gang up on one side and I'd get the other side, and we'd carry everything out. And I guess we did have Vincent's, I can't remember how old Vincent is. I think he might be I don't think he's a teenager yet, but he's close. But anyway, so we got unloaded, and then while we were going there, it turns out Excuse me. Doreen and her husband Brad, which is my second oldest son, Noah's birth mother, and her husband were in Tumwater. They had come down from Alaska. They live in Alaska. They came down from Alaska to pick up a freight truck, tractor truck that they bought. And they were just staying in the truck in truck stop, waiting for a load that they were supposed to get Friday, and we were unloading on Friday, and so Doreen came over and helped us unload the truck and everything, and then turns out their load that was supposed to come Friday wasn't going to work out, and so we said, well, why don't you come to the house with us and stay there in a real bed, in a real house, and relax for a little bit, and then Doreen can see Noah, because Noah and Denise were coming on Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday, I think, to we had a memorial to go to. My friend Lori passed away, and so we're going to her memorial on Saturday. So anyway, Saturday morning, Noah got to meet his birth mother. This is the first time they've ever met. Never. I mean, I think they've chatted with each other on Facebook, Messenger or something, and that kind of thing. But this is the first time they've actually got to meet in real life, and it was quite a emotional meeting, and it was really quite interesting. Anyway, we wound up, and they wound up staying until Monday, and I think we all left on Tuesday morning. They never did get their load, so they just had to bobtail it back up to Alaska. So, but that was we had a really good time. It was a lot of fun. And then last week was just a blur, and this week was, I'm sure there's stuff we did, but I can't remember. Anyway, this week I've actually been out here in the craft cottage just about every day this week. I made some stuff, and I'll show you those. Oh, and we went, where did we go? I can't remember now. We had to go somewhere. Oh, and then that after we got back, then the guy that bought the Prius wanted to buy our second Prius, and so I'd use a winch and load it on the trailer, and this time we met him in the Dalles instead of going all the way to Portland, because Kristen didn't want to drive that far, and everything, and so we met him at Home Depot in the Dalles, and unloaded it, and then Kristen and I went to Country Cousins and had lunch. While we were there, the guy who bought the car and his dad showed up there too, and they were going to have lunch too. And they had, AAA was going to pick up the car for him and take it to Portland. He works in a shop that fixes those hybrids. So anyway, we saw him there, and they told me the car started up and ran, and I guess I should have known that, but I didn't. So that's why I used the winch to pull it up. And I could have just started it up and drove it up instead. But anyways, starter battery was dead. And it was all just but anyway. We got that all sorted out. And then while we were in the Dalles, we went to Goodwill. And I bought some fabric. It came in a bundle. I got this dog bone fabric. And I like this one. This one's really pretty. I like this a lot. Oh, and Bubbles is with me. And I got this one. I like this one too. This one's pretty. I don't know which way it goes. Like that. And this one. And this. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with this. I might do something for the grandkids or something. I don't know. And got this teapot one. I like teapots. This one. This is kind of interesting. And I like this one. It's purple. And this one. Okay, and then, let me see. Now I will show you the things that, there's actually quite a bit of stuff, but there was two things that I took from Clara. And I'll show you those now. And then I will show you what I made. Yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, and there's two other. No, I didn't have those. Okay. Sorry. It's been a stressful couple of weeks getting ready for Noah's wedding we're leaving on Wednesday of next week, and so we got to get the trailer ready. We got to get all kinds of stuff going on, and we're supposed to make breakfast for 75 to 100 people, or maybe it's 50 to, I don't know. It's a lot of more breakfast than we've ever made for anybody. And we have to buy the food and all that stuff to do that for everybody on Sunday. I think it's Sunday. Yeah, for Sunday we make breakfast. And so it's yeah, my wife Kristen's really stressing out. But we'll get through it. I always do. Everything will be good. My cousin Stan said the farm magic will take over and everything will work out wonderfully. So I'm hoping that's the case. So I'm going to take you off the stand, and I'll take you over and show you stuff. So hang on a minute. Okay. So I got this sewing cabinet. It has a hydraulic lift, and this back part comes up. Remember, I had that big green kitchen table here. I debated all week whether or not to swap it out and use it. And it has this little thing that pops off to the side, and I have my serger on that. This is serger cover I made. And it has these little drawer things, those little swing arm things. And I put my I guess the 128 hand crank machine. Put that in there. Don't look at the craftsmanship. I didn't do a very good job. I had a hard time seeing lines, but anyway, I cut that out of a old cabinet that I was gonna junk. So that kind of works, and it's really sturdy in there now. When I crank the handle, it doesn't move at all. It's really quite nice. I like using it now. And it has a couple drawers. And let's see. Yeah. And my light fits on it. So my light fits on it, see? And this is what another thing I made. I made another towel scarf. This was fabric. This was fabric I got at the, I think this was fabric I got at the Goodwill in Dallas. So, came in handy. It kind of matches the colors. Okay, I'm gonna turn around again. Oh, there's bubbles getting giddy. I'm back. Anyway, well, I hope you, I don't know if you have, what do you think? Do you think I like the cabinet. I mean, everything fits all right. It's low, but with the kitchen table, it had a, you know, it had the support and the edging around it. So I had to raise it up so I could get my knees under it. And this is just that 3/4 inch board all the way around it, and my legs fit just fine under it at the height it is. A little bit low for, you know, using to do some quick cutting or something, but I think it'll be all right. I like how it fits the two different machines that are there and ready to use. Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Think I should bring the table back or keep this? I'm gonna try this for a while and see how I like it. I'm hoping it'll get me to use the serger more, and I don't have to keep putting machines up on these. These seem to be the machines I'm going to be using the most for right now. If I have to get the one of the other singers out to do some cuffs on the arm thing, then I'll just have to get those out and use it that way. So we'll see. Oh, did you notice the introduction? Did you see the real picture of the coming into the cottage? And notice the what are those things called? Oh, I can't remember them again. Flowers, flower bushes on both sides of the door. It smells so nice. I'm sure you're all yelling at me what the name of the flower is, and I keep remembering it, and then it just goes away when I start talking. So anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a day for today, and Bubbles has been eating her chew stick while she's out here and exploring, seeing all the stuff all over the place. So anyway, I hope you all have a great weekend and a great week. I probably will not be doing a video next week again because of the wedding. We'll be getting all set up for that. I might take some videos of the wedding and post them, you know, when I get a good signal for uploading. So, but other than that, I don't know. I'll be back again next Friday, and I'll do another video. But or not the next Friday, but the Friday after. So, hope you're all doing well. You know, if you like this, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe and comment, and really appreciate you spending time and watching my videos. It's quite nice, and Bubbles appreciates it. So, yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'll talk to you all later. Bye. I knew there was something else I forgot. Clara gave me this big box of yarn. Oh, lots of yarn. I don't know what I'm going to do with it all. I might wind up passing on some of this, or most of it, to granddaughters. They two of them have kind of picked up on crocheting, and they're doing pretty good. And they don't have, I don't know that they have, I gave them each a ball of yarn, but I think they could use some more. So I'm going to give them some more yarn, and I'll go through this and see if there's anything that looks interesting that I can use. Yeah, I think most of this box is going to go to the grandkids. So anyway, there, I added that postscript. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.